Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow.
From which all of this dysfunction stemmed from, so you're not doing that. So I'm trying to figure somebody gonna have to make it make sense to me. We healing, healing how? Where? Trying to become a born again virgin and trying to disinfect that kitty cat that you've been, that alley cat, it ain't even no kitty no more, that alley cat you've been letting run all over the neighborhood and try to soak that in vinegar and Epsom salt every night. That is not healing. You cannot undo all of that. You trying to soak every night in a concoction of vinegar and baking soda. Let it fizz up. Try to get, girl, if you don't knock it off. Thank you, Black Cobra. Said people are forgetting the shenanigans of the foolish rob the spotlight of all the black cast and crew, the producer, the director. The foolish never thought about the people behind the scene. Are we gonna get there? It overlooked so many other people. It was so unfair to other people. Thank you, Robert Ross. Anyway, I don't know what kind of healing y'all do. Let me get back to it. Her laughing indicate that she saw everything as a lighthearted situation. But what has so far been the consequences of that manipulation that she did? Possibly asterisks by Will Smith's name in the history books on what should have been an auspicious night for them. She didn't personally achieve winning an Oscar. He did. Listen, don't nobody know who she is or interested in her if she wasn't married to Will Smith, okay? Nobody's checking for her. The last movie that I recall she was in the last few years was Girls Trip, and I didn't bother to watch it because it looked like a gynocracy 101 movie. So since she didn't personally, her acting career never touched Will's acting career. She was never an A-lister. Let's just be real. She was never an A-list actress. She wasn't going to she's not going to win any Oscars, but she should because she put on a performance. What was the Oscar? Sunday? So since she didn't personally achieve winning an Oscar or whatever, she did not show any honor to what it meant to Will. She didn't show no deference to that. This means a lot to him, and therefore it means a lot to me because I love this man. But do she though? Because this is the same individual that publicly said, and I'm paraphrasing, don't let your husband stop you from finding the love of your life. So she chose that night and that moment to exercise her gynocentric control to get a rise out of not one but two black men. Just mind you, this was a mere few minutes before he was to be announced as the winner of the category. This ain't even afterwards. This is before. Sure to steal the spotlight away from the actual moment that would have been his crowning achievement for his career in his profession. Thank you, Philip J. So she complained about black presence then on Wheels. Big night they go Source Awards at the Oscars. Exactly. Chris Rock was publicly humiliated, which is wonderful, right? Because she laughed at it. So she don't care nothing about him, nothing he going through. She don't care nothing about the aftermath for Chris Rock. She don't care nothing about that. She ain't about to lose no sleep over that. Okay? But did she care or consider the backlash for Will? Of course not. What does she care about it? What does she care about it? Good Jada didn't get up and slap nobody. You understand? Do you understand? She didn't get up and hit nobody. She didn't say nothing. Thank you, JJ. Said George Clooney dissed Will in front of Jada. She laughed. Yeah. Yeah. She ain't hit nobody. Jada didn't do anything, quote unquote. So she not gonna lose no notoriety. Only Will is in danger of losing things. Peep that. I need y'all to peep that. In this situation, only Will is in danger for losing something because people sympathize with Chris. So if he go on a comedy tour, it's about to be sold out because people want to see if he's going to mention it. Jada doesn't have an acting career to throw away. Nobody cares. She's Will Smith's wife. Okay? Will is the one that's got stuff to lose off the back of this. All in all, even if you, cause my opinion is not the most popular in this situation, right? Of not seeing her as the victim in any of this. I see her as a volunteer, not a victim. I see her as the villain, not a victim. So she more or less come out of this situation looking like a rose, i.e. the victim. Because it's hard to change a victim narrative after it take hold. Hard to come behind that and now she not a victim. See, that already got legs. Her being hurt and everything being so sentimental, that's already got legs. That's gone. Right? And then there's a wider fallout. We have to take a step back and look at this. There's a wider fallout. Other celebrities are being put on blast if they have any definitive stance about it one way or another. If they disapproved of what Will Smith did, thank you, Clarence, that Jada believes she's better than Will and feels that she should be where he is career-wise. That may be so. Thank you, Raphael. And anybody who might be sending cash apps, I can't get the notifications, but I thank you if that's what you're doing. Right? Other celebrities are being put on blast. Do y'all realize how Twitter is going crazy, putting everybody digging up old tweets from years ago to put people on blast? I.e. Zoe, what's her name? Zoe Kravitz. They putting her on blast for comments she made years ago about how mature Jaden was at 14. And saying, wait a minute, I have to watch myself around him because of his maturity level, his energy. Now I have to remember he was 14. And there's certain stuff I can't do and say around him because he's a child. Now people trying to flip it and make it like she was being predatory on that boy. She didn't say she did nothing to him. But see, it looked bad. However she meant it, it looked bad. It don't matter how she meant it. Right? So now they got her trying to defend like her statements, and she trying to be like, do damage control. Like, no, I didn't mean it like that. Like I was trying to push up on her. So people about to start getting canceled. Chaos has ensued on various different levels, all due to the manipulation of a look. Thank you again, Black Cobra. I cannot watch another of his action movies where he's playing an alpha character after the shenanigans of being softened in Cottonelle toilet wipes. Now they are upping the ante. You know they're going to exaggerate anything that black men do. So now everybody's traumatized. You see how it is? Only Will got something to lose now. Not everybody traumatized. Now you got Amy Schumer running around talking about she's still shook 90 days later.